Let's be honest, most of us are carrying way too much. We're overthinking every little thing, constantly worrying about how others see us, chasing perfection, juggling expectations, and stressing over things we can't even control. And it's exhausting. But what if I told you there's a simple mindset shift that can bring you more clarity, calm, and confidence? A shift that doesn't require years of work or a dramatic life change? Here it is. Care less. That's it. Not about everything, but about the things that don't matter. Because when you stop giving your energy to the wrong things, you finally create space for peace to grow. Let's talk about what that really means and how it can change your life. Point 1. Caring less doesn't mean not caring at all. There's a big difference between caring less and being careless. This isn't about becoming cold or numb or disconnected. It's about being intentional with your energy. Learning to ask yourself, is this worth the stress? Is this even my responsibility? We live in a world that constantly pressures us to be everything to everyone. But the truth is, you are not here to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. When you begin to care less about unnecessary drama, petty opinions, or chasing things you don't even want, you start coming back home to yourself. That's when peace begins. Point 2. Stop letting opinions control you. How much of your stress comes from worrying about what others think, what they might say if you fail, what they might think if you speak your truth, what they might assume if you take a different path? Here's a truth bomb. No matter what you do, someone will misunderstand you. Someone won't like you. Someone will judge you. But guess what? That's not your problem. The more you care about pleasing others, the more disconnected you become from yourself. But when you care less about being liked and more about being true, you unlock a new level of freedom. Your worth doesn't come from outside approval. It comes from knowing who you are and standing in that truth without apology. Point 3. Protect your energy like it's sacred. Every day you wake up with a limited amount of energy. Where you spend it matters. Caring less about things that don't align with your values frees up space for things that do. You start spending less time on comparison, judgment, gossip, fake friendships, and toxic environments, and more time on growth, creativity, connection, and self-care. You can't give your best to the world if you're always drained, and you don't have to say yes to everything. Boundaries are not walls. They're filters that protect your peace, your purpose, and your power. Point 4. Surrender the need to control everything. Sometimes we hold on so tightly to outcomes, timelines, expectations, thinking that if we don't control it, everything will fall apart. But that's not peace. That's fear disguised as control. Caring less is about letting go of what you can't change, letting go of trying to fix things that aren't yours to fix, letting go of perfection. Life becomes so much lighter when you stop fighting everything, when you stop needing everything to go a certain way. You begin to trust that things will work out the way they're meant to. You begin to flow, and in that flow, peace finds you. Point 5. Real freedom comes when you let go. There is so much freedom in not caring about every little thing, in not reacting to every comment, in not trying to be perfect, in not needing to have all the answers. When you start caring less about the noise and more about your inner peace, life feels different. It feels lighter, more meaningful, more yours. You laugh more, you breathe deeper, you stop performing, and you start living. Because here's the secret. Peace doesn't come when you've fixed everything. It comes when you realize you don't have to. So if you're tired of the stress, the drama, the endless mental noise, maybe it's time to start caring a little less. Not because you're giving up, but because you're waking up. Waking up to the truth that not everything is yours to carry. Care less about the things that don't define you. Care more about protecting your peace, following your truth, and living a life that feels good from the inside out. Thank you for being here. If this message spoke to your heart, share it with someone who needs a reminder to breathe, let go, and just be. Because peace isn't complicated, it's just on the other side of caring less.